So the first card you have for your past is the King of Wands. So this is you. I think this is about you being in two minds about something. Because if you look at this king, he's about to get up and go. He's like, I'm ready to get up. I've got my walking stick. That's what the wand looks like to me. And he's like, I'm getting up. I'm going to get up in a minute. But I'm not quite ready to for some reason. So I think this is you were trying to, or you wanted to, you're thinking about stepping off something or stepping out of a situation or something like that. Now, it looked as if whatever the situation you were in benefited you from the outside, and when you first got into this and on the surface, everything looked fine, but actually it wasn't fine. Inside your head, you knew that this wasn't something you wanted to be in. And I'm also looking at this platform. This king's up on a platform. So he's up there, he's elevated, he's high up on in an elevated position, I should say. But he doesn't want to be there. He's ready to step off. He wants to step off. So people could have been looking at your situation and imagining that things were really great for you up on your platform. That's how they were seeing you. Maybe you're in some kind of high position at work or something like that. And they were looking up to you. And they were seeing, wow, this person's really doing well, but you weren't happy inside yourself. That's what I'm seeing. So you had a decision to make. You had a decision which was to get off the platform or wherever you are and stay on or get off. Which one were you going to do? You kind of had that decision. This definitely wasn't an easy decision for you. You were really kind of stressing over this. There were a lot of different elements and things around this that you kind of had to take into account when you made this decision. And this king wants to walk. Look at him, he wants to walk, but he's hesitating. And that's how you were at that time. That's what you're doing. The next card you have, your past, is the Six of Swords. So yes, you really felt like walking away from this. This could have been, again, this could have been a job situation, because I'm seeing you doing your job or whatever this is you do for work or whatever, and things seem fine, everything seems fine, it's all fine, there's no big problem or anything. It's not like you have a horrible boss, maybe you do, but it's not like you have this great big terrible horrible thing and you kind of can't stand it and you cry every night. It's not like that. But you're not happy. You're not thinking, oh, I love doing what I do. You're not thinking that. And so, deep down your mind's on something else. You might have something else you might have had something else that your mind was thinking about doing. You might have actually spoken to people about this. This might actually be something that you've wanted to do since you were a child, and maybe you were discouraged from doing whatever this was. And so that's where you ended up where you were. Now, again, this wasn't bad. This wasn't a really, really terrible situation, but it wasn't where you truly wanted to be. And again, I'm seeing this platform that this king's on. So maybe people in your family, I am seeing a lot of family talking to you about this. They might have seen what you wanted to do as a step down from what you were actually doing. So this is not a step down. If you're doing something that you want to do, that's truly in your heart, that you really love doing, it is not a step down from anything at all, ever. It really is not. It's right for you. What you want to do is right for you. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter what's right for them. You need to do what's right for you, and that's what you were thinking. You were thinking, I really should do this. And if I don't go back and do this now, it might be too late. The years are going past. I might be stuck here forever, and it will be too late to get this other thing up and running that I really want to do. And so, yes, I think that, yes, you could have been thinking that if you did this thing, people might have negative things to say about this. And I am getting family around this again. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to kind of tell you what I'm seeing. So obviously you couldn't share all of your thoughts about this with these people because they wouldn't give you an objective view. They just say, oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. And that's not what you need. But there were some people around you who are a bit more open-minded to things. They're a bit more interested in listening to you and things like that. So I'm seeing there were some people who are actually cheering you on, behind you in this. So that gave you confidence in this as well. And if you didn't have these people, you might have actually given up on this dream or this idea that you had. But yes, it was still a kind of a situation where you're kind of going backwards and forwards, thinking, should I do this, should I not? And kind of weighing everything up. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your past is Strength. So yes, I think you knew that if you were going to pursue this, you'd have to rise above a lot of talk and a lot of negativity. And I'm actually seeing, I'm seeing one specific person, actually, probably a family member again, because that's what I was seeing in the Six of Wands. And this particular person, they do care about you, they genuinely do, but their negativity around what you want to do might be more about them than about you. That's what I'm seeing. It might be a little bit more about how they appear in front of other people. A lot of parents or even grandparents or relatives, sometimes they live through their children, or they live through what they're able to say to other people about their children. What I mean by that is being able to say, sometimes people get together and they have grown-up children or whatever, and they get together and they say, oh, my daughter's a doctor, oh, my son's something else, oh, my son's something fantastic, and they like to kind of one-up each other, or they like to feel like they need to feel proud in front of other people. If they want to feel like that, they can feel like that, but you can't live your life based on how someone wants to appear to other people. That's not the way things are. And being able to say, my child's a doctor, probably sounds better to any of these people than my child's a tarot reader, for example. I'm not saying you want to be a tarot reader, but maybe you do. But what I mean by that is, this might be something that people see as a bit unusual. I mean, 10 years ago, even 10 years ago, YouTube was unusual. It was like, if you're on YouTube, you're a bit weird, or what are you doing, or what's that for? Now, a lot of people aspire to be very successful on there. And a lot of these things are around that people have these other ideas about, these old-fashioned ideas or these funny ideas. For example, some people have an idea that if you want to be an actor, you're either going to be in a great big movie, or if you're not, you're unsuccessful. That's not true. There are lots of actors that do 9-to-5 jobs. They go into work, they work on something, they come back again, they work on something else, and they're not hugely famous. And they probably don't want to be famous. They're just happy to do what they love. They're happy to earn a salary on what they love, and that's fine. Because, they're not going to stop what they're doing just because some family member says, oh, you're not big and famous. Oh, well, I'll stop that. No, they're not going to do that. So that's what I'm seeing. I mean, the negativity toward what you want to do is probably more about them and how they think they're going to appear to other people than they are thinking about whether you are truly happy or not. Now, I'm not saying they're a horrible person and they want to make you unhappy. That's not what I'm saying. Deep down, they are just thinking about, what are people up at the club or up at my friend's house or up at somewhere else going to say if my daughter is a tarot reader? It's that kind of thing. I sound silly, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. So the first card you have for your present is the Emperor. So yes, I'm seeing decisions or thinking about moving on from other things that you're not happy with as well. This is a big shift. You're thinking about your career, you're thinking about other things as well. I'm actually seeing you deciding to this is a bit mixed, because you're deciding to put your heart aside and to just look at a situation completely objectively. Now, this could be a love situation, because I was seeing, putting your heart aside, putting your emotions aside, and just seeing things outside of that. And what I'm seeing is you're looking at a love situation, and when you view this situation purely in an emotional way, things seem much better than they do when you just see things in a completely objective way. That's what I'm seeing. So you're looking at things objectively at this time. You're thinking about this relationship or this love situation purely objectively. And it's like, you're taking a step back and you're just asking yourself things like, Do they really show me how they feel rather than just tell me how they feel? Do they really show that? Do they do these practical things? Do they do these things to help me? Do they do things like leave me alone at a party when I don't know anyone and walk around and talk to their friends and laugh and just leave me there? Or do they take me around and introduce them to people, me to people, I should say? You know, it sounds silly, but there might be a whole lot of practical things that are showing you that they're not really truly caring about you. Now, when you put those objective situations that have happened to one side, then, and you put just love there, you have this great feeling of love for them. So this is about kind of reconciling those things. The Emperor is about thinking with your head. And what I'm seeing in the next card is the Ten of Cups is about love. It's about, you know, a future with someone. And what I'm seeing with these two cards together, the Emperor and the Ten of Cups, is that you go backwards and forwards. When you think about your feelings only, this is how you feel. You're in love. You want a future with this person. It's all rainbows. It's all beautiful. It's all wonderful. But you can't ignore the facts. And that's what this Emperor is trying to tell you. Look at the facts. Be objective. Take your heart out of this. Now, obviously, you need both. You need practicalities. You need objectivity. Plus, you need emotions to, you know, to see everything properly all together. So this is what you're trying to do at this time. This is what you're struggling with. You're kind of thinking, is this person right for me? Are they not? I feel this way. When I look at it, they actually do this or don't do this. That's what I'm seeing around those cards. I'm also seeing someone around you who maybe you could be confiding in, maybe you could be talking to about this relationship situation and the problems you have and whether you should stay or go or what you should do around this. Now, obviously, you're going to this person because you want their opinion, you want their input, you're kind of talking to someone. I'm seeing that they might be adding a little bit too much of their own opinion to this. Now, what I'm seeing, there's nothing wrong with that because that's what you're asking them to do. But only you truly know your own situation inside and out. Only you know that. Nobody else knows that. You can ask 500 people, but only you truly know what goes on inside your relationship and how you feel and how you think about this. So if this resonates, try to take some time out for yourself. Try and think about this very, very carefully on your own. Ask yourself, is this Ten of Cups, is this love that you feel real? Is it based on fact? Is it based on fantasy? Only you can answer that question. Nobody else can answer that question. The last card you have for your present is the Five of Pentacles. So, yes, if you do take some time out to examine this relationship or whatever this is, which is what I think you should do, and it's what I'm seeing you should do, you're obviously going to have to face some very, very difficult feelings, very difficult emotions, difficult thoughts, all of that kind of thing. And, you know, when you look through all of this, it's not going to be easy. Yes, you're going to have to look through everything that's been said, everything that's been done, absolutely everything. How you feel, whether it weighs up with everything else, all of that kind of thing I'm seeing again. I'm just looking at this stained glass window with the coins on it. And it looks a bit like the shape of a tree to me. Now, I've never seen this before, but now in this reading, I'm seeing the shape of a tree in the stained glass window. And you know, I just love, and the feeling of being in love really feels shiny and bright and golden, like these golden coins that are lit up in this beautiful window. But when you look at the shape of this and you look at the tree in this, it just makes me think, you know, are there any roots on this tree? Are they strong roots? Will this tree fall over whenever there's a gust of wind, or will it stand? Will it be stable? Will the first sign of a problem come and knock you over with this relationship, or are you going to be stable? That's what I'm seeing. So these are the kinds of questions that you need to think about, and you need to ask yourself all of these different things. It's going to take a lot of time to kind of work your way through this. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your future is the Empress. So yes, take your time. Look how relaxed this Empress is. She's so relaxed. She's just sitting there, very comfortable. So this is a message to you. Take your time. Take your time with this decision, with this relationship, whatever this is. Take all the time that you need. Relaxed, get in a good frame of mind. Think about this in a relaxed setting. Maybe even meditate, if that's something that you do. So, because this is going to be a very, very big process, a very difficult process, and it's going to be a very big decision for you as well. There are so many contrasting pieces to this puzzle, all different things, lots of different elements to this relationship, and it's just about weighing them all up and really thinking about all of these different things. And obviously, you know that love isn't always easy at all. Quite often it isn't. You do have a very kind, very caring nature, like this beautiful Empress. She's so kind, she's so caring, and you like to see the best in people, and this is what I'm seeing. You need to be asking yourself, am I just trying to see the best in this person, or should I really see what's really there? And you're going to be asking yourself a lot of these things. And yes, it's in your nature to care for everyone, not just this person actually. This beautiful Empress has 12 stars in her crown, and these 12 stars represent the 12 signs in the zodiac. So she cares for every single person, everyone, and you care for a lot of people as well. But what you need to weigh up is whether everyone deserves your care. Some people do, some people don't. That's what you need to think about. So the next card you have for your future is the King of Cups. So I think this is about this, I'm seeing creativity in this. This is probably about this career change you were thinking about in the King of Wands, this new venture or whatever this is. Definitely something creative. And this is something that comes from right inside of you. This is something that's a part of you. You'd love to do this. You'd love to pursue this. You'd love to create whatever this is. And you'd love to put this out into the world. This is going to take some courage for you to do this, and it's going to take you some time to get this courage, to feel that you can actually pursue this. So for a while before you've kind of got the courage and you're thinking about this, and you have other things going along with this relationship as well, so you're probably not ready to deal with this at this time. But at this time, you're probably going to keep all of these ideas a little bit quiet for a while to yourself until you've worked out the kind of plan that you want, some kind of concrete plan. But eventually I do see this happening for you. This king's sitting on this slab of stone over the water, so he's hiding his true feelings, he's hiding his true intentions, he's not making them known. So you're not making your feelings known about what this thing is you want to do, you're keeping it hidden, but there's a lot of passion around this. There's a lot of passion around this with this red ship kind of floating behind this king in the background. So you're sitting on your passion, you're sitting on your emotions, you're sitting on your feelings about this career change or this work thing that you want to do. So stay strong with this, stay strong in what you want to do, because I think deep down you really do want to do this, and I think you'd be very, very disappointed if you did miss out on doing this. You can make this happen, definitely. And if you start to waver, if you start to lose confidence, talk to these people I was seeing in the Six of Wands, because you have people supporting you. The last card you have for your future is the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, here we are. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Obviously, this is about stability. This is about amazing opportunities. This is about an amazing future. This is about success. All of these fantastic things. So yes, you are going to, if you keep with this, if you stick with this, you are going to have success with this career change or whatever this is you want to do. I'm just going to lift this up so you can see. Now, there's a path here on this card. Stick on this path. If you want to do this, if you want to have this career change, hop on the path, stay on the path. This is not an easy path. You're going to have a lot of objections, a lot of things happen to you on this path, but it's really well worth it, because you don't want to look back on your life and say, I wish I had have done this. This is what I really wanted to do and I didn't pursue it, and now it's too late. Don't ever feel like that. Go on this path, stay on this path. It's not an easy path. It goes up the mountains, it goes through a big hedge where you can prick yourself, and it goes up mountains where you can hurt yourself or like be exhausted climbing up a mountain, but it's worth it. It really is going to be worth it. Please keep on pursuing this. Please do this. And whatever you do, don't listen to negative people around this.